Yo, what's going on, everybody? This your boy Mixed by Pablo, and I just want to start by saying welcome back to the very first episode of Precision-Tune Radio, Season 3. Now, before we do get started, make sure you guys go and subscribe to the channel, youtube.com/Precision-Tune Studios. And if you're listening to this episode on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, or wherever you listen to this on, please make sure to hit that subscribe or follow button as well. And don't forget to like us on Facebook at Precision Tune Studios. Now, for all you loyal listeners, get your music professionally recorded, mixed, and mastered with us and get 10% off of all recording services when you mention promo code PT Jay Roxxx. Valid for a one-time use. Book a session with us today by calling 928-261-9167 and visit our website at www.precisiontunestudios.com. And shout out to Joe Magana behind the camera for helping us make this podcast happen again. You can reach out to him on Instagram at Joe Milkshake to book your next music video and photo shoot. So today, I'm actually really excited for this one here. For most of you guys that have been following my interviews, it's been a minute since I came back. This is my first Zoom one I'm going to be doing here. But my guest is coming out of El Centro, which is about an hour away from here. She has a brand new album called Princesa dropping February 19th. She recently released her first singles, Psycho and Como la Flor, which we'll get into that for sure. And she recently signed to MC Magic's very own Nastyboy Records. I want you guys to give it up for my guest today, Jay Roxxx.
What's poppin'?
How are you doing, Jay Roxxx?
I'm doing good, thank you.
That's good, good. Yeah, I've been seeing. I mean, you got a whole lot of amazing things going on right now. Definitely, especially with everything that was going on with COVID. I feel like you were staying active and everything. But before we do get into that, I do want to know a little bit about yourself. Um, so first off, you're 18 years old, right?
Yes.
Okay. How young were you when you first started singing then?
When I first started singing, I was 7 years old. And
Oh
I would
wow.
say I was not that good at it. I don't even know how my parents hyped it up. But I started
Yeah.
singing when I was 7 years old, and I started writing and producing my own music when I was 14 years old.
Oh, nice, nice. So when you actually started out, I mean, it was your parents really just trying to push it to everybody, huh?
I guess I wouldn't say like my parents were like trying to push it. It's just that they've always believed in me, so they allowed it. And
That's cool.
it's always been my dream, But like being from a small town and stuff, I was like, that's it's not possible. Like I threw it out the window because I was like, it's just not possible. And I would do it because I was passionate about it, but I never truly saw me ever like I never saw myself becoming a star or anything like that. It was a
Yeah.
dream, but like I said, I just didn't believe in myself
N-
until years in.
Yeah, no, and you know what? It's badass like how you said, you're coming from a small town. I'm from Yuma, another small place, and
Yeah.
there's not really much opportunities like that for us. So I really think it's amazing, the things you're doing and where you're going right now. Cause honestly, like 10 years ago, around the time that I was rapping, like when I started taking myself serious, um, I was going to like nastyboyrecords.com and upstairsrecords.com because right there they had a spot where you can send in your music, or they had the contact
Mhm.
info at least. And I would just go on there and I'd like be like, oh, I shouldn't put it out yet, but I mean, how was it for you? Because obviously, there's Instagram, all that stuff. When you reached out to MC Magic, um, how did you get him to notice your music?
So it's funny. It's a funny story because during quarantine, I kind of like I don't know why. I just got into a phase where I was listening to like Spanish music and that style, and I got back into MC Magic because I grew up listening to him, and I was just realizing how great he was. I was like, this is so good. And so I told my dad, I need to make a song like this. Like I have to. And for my dad, like for my parents, that was like kind of weird because I don't speak Spanish, and also because that wasn't really my style back then. And so it was something new. And I had begged my dad to help me write a song in Spanish.
Uh-huh.
And so we wrote a song called Mi Amor. And so after we finished it and it's like sounded really good, so my dad was like, maybe we can, email his manager and see if we can get a feature. So we emailed his manager, no response. And the next day, that's when he was live on Instagram. He would go live with his fans and stuff like that, so I requested to join him, and I did not think he was gonna pick me. I was just like, I just requested just to request, and I looked like for a second, I look away from my phone, I look back, and I just saw the loading screen, and I
Uh-huh.
got so scared. My heart was going so fast, and I remember like I was just so excited. And the first thing that I said when I joined his live was just, "Can I sing to you?" Like I just
Oh, that's
wanted to
cool.
skip the fangirling and all. I just wanted to sing to him because that was like my moment right there. And so
Yeah,
I sang one of his songs and he really liked it. So then afterwards I showed him an original song, which was the one that me and my dad had written, Mi Amor. And he really liked that one too. So then he asked me if I wanted to be on his next album. And I literally thought he was lying because I was like, there's no way. Like, how is he asking me? I should be asking him. And so
right.
he asked me, and that's when he got in contact with my dad. We set up like time and place to meet and everything. And when he met me, originally it was just supposed to be a feature for his album. But after meeting me and he heard of some of my other songs and just like my artistic capabilities, he wanted to help me with my first album. And
That's
now
cool.
we have a big old project, so it's crazy.
That is cool. And his he produced the whole entire album then? You didn't do any of the production yourself on this one?
No, I wouldn't. It was a collaborative album. Did I say that right? Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
collaborative album. It was both of us. So, and a bunch of other producers that he knows too,
Yeah.
and it would be a lot of the songs started off as like little ideas, or we take small inspiration from other songs, and they completely turn into something of their own, and so it's way out there.
That's cool. That's cool. Now, I heard you don't really know that much Spanish, right? And like
I
half of
don't.
the album. Yeah, and how was that though? Like if cuz me I suck with Spanish as well, I'm not going to lie. So I could only imagine like singing half of that album like that. Like how was that process for you?
To be honest with you, I like singing in Spanish better than I like singing in English. Only because I feel like Spanish is such a beautiful language, is so much more passion. And my biggest thing with music is passion. It's like it
Uh,
has to sound passionate. It has to. And I just love singing in Spanish. And I don't really see it. Like when I sing in Spanish, it's not like I'm like dissecting each word, and like they're just lyrics to me, like I don't even
right.
I kind of don't even see it as another language. I don't really know how to explain that, but like I just, I learn them, I have them memorized, and that's it. And it's just like it's just easy, I guess. And my pronunciation, my dad and MC Magic told me it's really good for some reason, which is weird. So it's like, so it's not that hard for me really. I just really don't understand it
Yeah.
completely.
Okay. But you understand your songs that you're singing at least, right?
I understand my songs,
Okay.
yeah.
That's cool. And so the first couple singles that came out were Psycho and Como la Flor.
Yes.
Como la Flor, that's a powerful song to go and cover right there. Whose
I
idea was that? Was
know.
that yours or Magic?
I was scared, to be honest. It's because when I was in high school, I did Como la Flor for my talent show
Okay.
when I was a sophomore, and I also did a Selena tribute. And MC Magic had seen those videos of me performing that, and so he was like, "You should do a cover." And I was like, "I don't
That's cool.
know," because I just didn't want people to think that I was like trying to to be Selena, you know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah.
Cause I love her, but like I said, like I don't want people to think like, like, cause you know how like the hardcore fans can get, and it's just like people don't really like new stuff. So he was like, "We'll do the cover, but in your style. It'll
Yeah.
be Jay Roxxx. We'll still be paying homage to Selena, but it'll be your style." Um, so
And
that's how.
I think that's what's really good about it is that you didn't exactly do it, try to do it exactly how she does it.
Yeah.
The music in the background, the beat was all completely different. Like I like it. So that was great. What kind of feedback are you getting on that and on Psycho? Getting a lot of good feedback on that?
Yeah, actually, for that's why I said for Kamala I was really scared because because I know like how hardcore fans can be sometimes. But I've had mostly positive responses from it. A few negatives, but that's with everything.
Oh yeah.
So, but yeah, mostly positive, and for Psycho too, mostly positive. You know, just like I said, you just got the few negative comments, but I mean, I don't really care. It's like that's a
Yeah.
good song.
Yeah, yeah, there you go. Now I gotta ask you, J Rock. So like I was telling you earlier, and I'm not trying to make it about myself, but so like I run this podcast where I interview people like yourself. I've interviewed Busy Bone, Zigzag, a few local artists, and then I also run my recording studio out here. But before all of that, there was a time when I was trying to rap, right?
Mhm.
And one of my biggest influences that I even listened to like till this very day was Little Rob. And I remember I think it was 2014 was my last performance. And I got to open up for him out in Tucson. It was at a bar. It was cool. I was actually like the last person to perform right before him. And
Mhm.
anyways, it was a cool experience. I got to go backstage with him, meet him, and I was trying to get a feature from him. I ended up talking to him there, but I had a little too much to drink, to be honest. So when I was talking to him, I was like slurring my words a lot. So he had his producer Mooks give me a business card. I never reached out to him, right? Tell me, what was it like for you getting to work with him? Like I know you're working on a music video for that, right?
Yeah, the music video's actually finished. That one's going to be releasing with the album, as well. So yeah, they're both coming out together on February 19th.
Okay, so that's gonna be the single right before that. That's cool. And you guys have a snippet out of it already out?
Yeah, I have it posted on my page. But working with Lil Rob, it was so cool because he was like nothing like what I expected him to be like. Like he's just so cool. Like he's like I feel like him and MC Magic, I just feel like they're like my Theos, you know? And like that's how cool they are. Like it doesn't because they're humble. They don't, they don't act like they're better than everybody. They're just kind of
Yeah.
like you feel like you've known them for a long time. And but yeah, working with him was just like insane. Like it just sounds fake. Like I can't like it's just weird, you know?
Yeah. Now, with your album, so obviously you have a few different people in it. You know, you got Little Rob, you got Magic. Who else did you have featured on there?
J Rob the Chief.
Okay. Who's that? I haven't heard of him. I'm sorry.
He's a rapper. He's a friend of MC Magic's, and
Okay.
he's really good. He's featured on my reggaeton song, and that song's gonna be fire.
Oh, that's cool. So you're having different styles all put on there, huh?
Yeah, definitely.
How much of because I know earlier you mentioned about your parents supporting you with the music. How much of a helping hand was your dad with actually writing any of these songs here with you?
Me and my dad, the only one that we wrote together was Mi Amor, like I told you, and
Uh huh.
I had the chords because I play the guitar and I had the chords and I was like, Dad, like I need to make something because this sounds like an MC Magic song, like something that he could jump on, you know?
Right.
And so I came up with the hook. It's just like mi amor, se comió mi corazón. It's like so haunting, but like beautiful at the same time, you know?
Hell
Because
yeah.
I know a tiny bit Spanish, so I was able to come up with just like that.
Uh
And
huh.
he helped me, like he asked me like, okay, what do you want to say? And then he would translate it, and we would find words that would rhyme and that would still sound like very beautiful. So he helped me do that, and he threw in a few of his own lines that he thought would go with the song. So that's really how that worked. But yeah, so it was like like everything happens for a reason. Like if we would have never wrote that song that day, I don't know if MC Magic would have been as impressed as he was. Um, so yeah, that was cool.
That's the one that got him then. Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. I mean, I love when I see parents really supporting their kids, to really push their music. You don't see that a
Mhm.
lot with everybody. Now tell me, J Rock. So like, once everything starts opening up here, obviously with COVID, there's not really any shows going on. I mean,
Yeah.
are you looking to start performing or how do
I'm
you feel about
super
that?
I'm just so excited to perform. I wanna perform it. I feel like I've been trapped, like, in jail or something all these months because it's like I have all this stuff that I wanna, like, show people and, like, I wanna, like, talk to people, meet people, everything,
Yeah.
but I can't, and it's all through the screens, and it's, like it's kind of depressing, but, once everything opens back up, I'm like, I just wanna perform, that's it. I just wanna perform, 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 perform.
Do you have anything lined up yet, like, for the near future, or not yet?
Not yet, only because we don't know like what's gonna be for sure and then what's not gonna be for sure.
Yeah.
But hopefully if the Arizona Super Show still happens, hopefully, God crossing my fingers that that happens, that I get to perform there, but we don't know yet if it's 100%.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's cool. I mean, hopefully, it's sooner than later. Have you
Yeah.
ever performed before other than because I know you did, as when you were younger. Um, is there any shows that you did right before all this started happening?
Yeah, because before I met MC Magic, I still did make music on my own. And I would like open up at like, or not open up, I mean, I would do like little local shows here and there.
That's cool.
I did open up for Baby Bash one time, and that one was like so scary for me. Um, and yeah, so I have performed before, but a lot of my older songs, they're like very sad, so they didn't require much performing. It was mostly like singing and just kind of like being still. The songs on this album though, they make you want to dance, they make you want to get up and like jump and everything, so it's like that's why I'm so excited to perform because I just like want to let all that energy out.
What's your favorite song from the album so far? I mean, like, if you had to choose one and to have somebody listen to you, what song would you have them listen to?
You're asking me the hardest question of all time. You're like the hardest because because there's so many different genres on the album that I cannot pick one. I really really can't pick one. Maybe I could pick three. Maybe I
Okay,
could pick
what are the
three.
top 3? What are the top 3?
Princesa, that's mariachi style, featuring MC Magic. Mi Diamante, that's my cumbia, and Desrampada, which is my reggaeton song featuring J Rob.
Okay. Yeah, so those
But
were
the
all different
other
genres.
ones, the other ones, like I mean, they're all none. I'm not even like what is it called? I'm not even placing them because I think they're all equal because they're all so good in their own ways. But like if I had to pick three, it'd probably be those three.
Okay. Well, I can't wait to hear it. I'll definitely be streaming that for sure. And that's gonna be available February 19th everywhere. Are you gonna be having physical copies as well?
Yeah, we're gonna be selling CDs on my website once it launches, and I'm so excited for that. Because it's gonna
Okay.
be so cool.
What's the website? Well, once it launches, what's the domain?
Jrox.com.
jrox.com. Okay,
Yeah.
cool, cool. Now J Rocks, but before we do start wrapping everything up here, is there anything else that you wanted to touch base on that I might have missed for you here?
There's two things that I just wanted to mention. One was the reason why the album is releasing on February 19th is because that's my tata's birthday.
Oh,
And my tata, he passed away on the 4th of July in 2020, and I always like to mention him in interviews because I want people to know that my album has meaning behind it. My tata was my biggest fan ever of all time, and he told my mom that I was going to be a singer ever since I was 3 or 4 years old, and they thought he was crazy because I couldn't even sing. I was a baby. And so he
that's
called it, and so I said the album is a dedication to him, and it's his birthday present. So that's why we're releasing it on the 19th.
oh, that's cool.
And that's the reason why I got a Little Rob feature in the first place because I did an oldie dedicated to him. So if I'd wish it never happened, but like I said, everything happens for a reason. And if
Mm-hmm.
that never happened, I would have never made that oldie because he was such a huge fan of oldies, always playing 24/7. And like, and it really just it tied the album together because that's like one of the last songs that we recorded. And so I did just want to mention that because I want everybody to know that
Yeah, it's all
he's
for Tata. There you go.
yeah, everyone's gonna know who he is. And another thing that I was gonna mention too, because I've been doing this in all my interviews,
Hmm.
I was going to ask if you wanted me to do a performance of one of my songs from the album Unreleased.
Yeah,
If
yeah, there we go. That'd be cool. I actually was trying to get you guys to shoot over a single, but I mean, if we get it live from you, that'd be cool, even better, right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up right now. So this is my cumbia Mi Diamante, um, and I'm gonna sing it.
All right, here we
All right,
go.
so let me just make sure the volume is right. Okay, and okay,
All right, you guys about to get a live performance here from Jay Roxxx.
all
Here
right.
we go.
Parece que se te olvidó aquel sabor cuando tus labios me besaban con pasión. A esas promesas que no van a realizar, como yo quisiera olvidar. Dime, pero ya no mientes. ¿Cómo fue que otra mujer pudo convencerte? Éramos un tesoro tú y yo, pero mi diamante se apaga. Dicen que el amor es como un espejo. Cuando lo rompes en mil pedazos ya no hay remedio. Parece que se te olvidó aquel sabor cuando tus labios me besaban con pasión. A esas promesas que no van a realizar, como yo quisiera olvidar. Dime, pero ya no mientas. ¿Cómo fue que otra mujer pudo convencerte? Éramos un tesoro tú y yo, pero mi diamante se apaga. Ta 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 ta. Parece que se te olvidó aquel sabor cuando tus labios me besaban con pasión. A esas promesas que no van a realizar, como yo quisiera olvidar. Dime, pero ya no mientas. ¿Cómo fue que otra mujer pudo convencerte? Éramos un tesoro tú y yo, pero mi diamante se apaga. Ta 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 ta. La da da. And there it
Hey, there you
is.
go. Hell yeah, that was good right there.
Thank
Which
you.
song? What is it called again? I'm sorry.
Mi diamante.
Me what?
Mi diamante.
I'm not even gonna try to say it. I can't say that.
Yeah, that one's one of the favorites right now. Everyone always requests that I perform that one. So
Cool, cool. Yeah, no, that's good right there. Man, yeah, you know what? I mean, hopefully next time we can do this in person. You know, like I said,
yeah,
we're about
definitely.
an hour away from each other.
Hmm.
I think that'd be cool. But yeah, J Rocks, I mean, it was a pleasure getting to speak with you. I really appreciate it. Before I do let you go, why don't you go ahead and let everybody know where they can find you, when and where they can purchase your album, Princesa.
All right, so on Instagram, my handle is antisocial extrovert. And extrovert has two R's in it, not one, because that one was taken. But yeah, and on Facebook, you can find me at Jay Roxxx, JAYROXXX, and YouTube is the same, JAYROXXX. And also if you go to jrocks.com, it'll link you directly to my social media. So if you don't feel like typing out antisocial extrovert, and and yeah, the album drops on February 19th. Happy birthday to my tata. And it'll be available on all music streaming platforms. And, we're going to have CDs. We're going to have posters. It's going to be popping.
Hell yeah. All right then. Well, there you guys have it. Make sure you guys look out for it. Princesa, February 19th, dropping everywhere. And don't forget when that website launches, jrocks.com, you can purchase your physical copy. And don't forget to like us on Facebook, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Until then, I'll catch you guys next time.